Yo, man, this is our video, another part to that video I made the other day, man. Get some things straight. Excuse me. I was talking about, this one thing I forgot about, the lady said, they said, talking about they fed them well and they clothed them well and, yeah, one of the things the book said is the slave, as far as luxuries go, there was not many luxuries. They didn't have any luxuries, hardly any luxuries at all, When it come to luxuries, the slave, they didn't have any luxuries pretty much, man. You didn't. But when it come to needs, not necessarily wants, but needs, things that you need, that they lack nothing there. They got all their needs were met. The basic needs, things that you would need to live, the things that you need and shit, they just didn't get any luxuries. But, they got fed so good. Well, check it out. The lady also said, the old lady I was talking to you about in another video, right? The slave. She said that when she was a kid, here's how they ate. Here's how they fed the kids. They had a trough, almost like a fucking, think of it a pig trough, a hog trough. And they just poured everything that was mixed together. They just poured it in the motherfucker. And all the kids ran to it and had to pretty much fend for themselves as far as eating goes. And I think they had a spoon for, but yeah, it's all they could eat, boy. They just eat. She said, they just eat, because if you didn't, it'd be gone. You better eat it then, because motherfuckers were goddamn it, you know what I mean? Pretty much, there was plenty of food there for everyone, I'm pretty sure. She didn't say there wasn't, but she said you better get it because all the kids kind of ate at the same trough, and that's how, that's how you do family. That's how you do family, dude. You put the kids down in a fucking pig trough to eat and let them fight for it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's said. And I talked to some more people though, for real, y'all. Since then, some white people, about the slavery, and then separate the two. Don't conflate them. And matter of fact, man, I had a couple of females, man. I let them actually hear the old lady speak. The slaves speak. About how it was when they left. They had nowhere to go. We had nowhere to go, man. We had nothing. We left with nothing. We had nowhere to go. They were scared and they had nowhere to go. And when I told the story, man, and what happened to them when they threw the food in the river and shit, and took the horses, what little couple of horses they had, and maybe a little bit of livestock, whatever, took whatever they had been able to accumulate, right? And just took it and then took all the belongings and fucking food and shit and just threw it in the river. And laughed at them and told them to go on. They started crying, dude. The female started crying, dude. She was that upset about it. I'm just saying, man, I don't mean to tell y'all what to do. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do, but from what I've seen, every time I look up, how is Jim Crow or how is those situations being handled and asked for, when they go about these reparations for slavery, and you never see Jim Crow on its own. You never see those, things that happened to them and after slavery, post-slavery. You never see those things on their own merit. It's always tied to slavery, and slavery gets to be headline, and that's debatable. Jim Crow's not debatable, man. There's slavery out. There's only one Jim Crow, dude. You took a people when you let them out with nothing. You didn't, okay, let's say you didn't have to help them. Because a lot of people say, well, they should have helped the slaves right then. They should pay reparations. They got something from when they left the plantations, right? When they left the owners, right? And and I feel like okay, well, yeah, I do, but maybe they feel like, well, maybe they shouldn't. I don't know. Well, okay, one of two things. White people can either help them out, help them along, help them best way they can, or you could be a white person that says, I ain't gonna help them, man. They're on their own, stay segregated, keep to themselves, stay in their own space, and we'll just leave them alone. We're not going to try to help them none, though. But no, you didn't do that. White people didn't do to leave them alone. Them motherfuckers went over there and with these people at their lowest point. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. People at the lowest point, right? Scared to death, really nowhere to go, nowhere to turn to, didn't know nothing but to be a slave. And then you go and put your foot on the neck of those people when they're trying to have something, and you take it and you just terrorize these people, man. You fucking terrorize it. You talk about fucking terrorism, man. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, that motherfuckers talking about let's make America great again. America wasn't great, dude. America wasn't great, dude. It wasn't great for nobody but the goddamn rich ass cracker, man. Fuck you, motherfuckers, man. It wasn't great. It was great. You turned the poor white man against the goddamn, just the school books done that. Made it look like slavery was some type of thing that like the damn poor white man had it worse than the slave. You goddamn son of a bitch. Man, come on, man. The school books, man. Y'all, the public school systems ought to be mother. It's an atrocity, dude. That book was a goddamn atrocity. But look, I just want to make things clear on that, man. Yeah, that was about it, dude. Other than, yeah, the part about her eating, and you know, oh yeah, they said that the slaves, you know, they had everything they needed. They had all their needs were met. Just, you know, they were like family, you know, just didn't have a lot of luxuries. You know, for the most part they didn't. You know, some did, you know, that's what it said. But, of course, I've told you from the slave's mouth, and these were a couple of them were in the house, you know what I mean? So they got it a little bit better than the field Negro did, you know. Also, yeah, when they went to move, talking about the housing that they had. Well, they had housing, free housing. Man, look, Fountain Hughes said that they didn't have a bed. So they slept on is it slept on the floor, the dirt floor, or they slept in crates, fucking like pallets. They kept a few pallets, motherfucker, and put some blankets up on the pallet. That's what they slept in. You know, that's what their bed was. They didn't know what a bed was. Especially field Negro didn't know what a bed was. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's really looking out for them and shit. But anyway, I just want to clear a few of those things up, man, and that I didn't really get to say, and I kind of slipped my mind. That's what I was saying in another video about. Well, I couldn't remember what she said. It was about the food, how they done them, man, when it was time for the kids to eat. You know, if the kid was old enough to make it to the tribe, probably 4, 5, 6, all the way up to maybe probably 11, 12, you know, something like that. Because, yeah, that little group there, man, elementary school type motherfucking shit. Yeah, man, they sure did, man. They made them eat like a fucking pig trough, man. They had to get for what they could get. You know, if you want hungry, fuck, you better goddamn get it while you can get it. You know, like a bunch of like a goddamn animal, dude. Like a fucking animal, dude. That's how they had them living. It's supposed to be family. But yeah, man. Just that's all it is on this one, man. I'm gonna talk to some more people, but so far, man, I'm batting 100. I'm batting 1,000. I mean, when it comes to getting white people to recognize the fact that there was a crime committed against them, there was a wrong done to those people, and we're responsible. This country is responsible. We the people, because it was our laws and stuff, and the things that we done and was allowed to be done to them when they were at their lowest. They just wanted to go on and be about. They were fucking free, dude. And they had nothing, and y'all and white people that won't, and you just tortured them, man, and motherfucking terrorized them, and just, it's one thing not to help them at all at the situation living, but then to turn around and say, okay, and then I think, okay, I'm gonna turn my back, I ain't gonna help you at all, you go back, but to turn around and attack these people when they have me, goddamn, it's like a child, it's a sheep killing, dude, straight up sheep killing, man, and that motherfucker, that's the crime was committed right there, big time. I mean, all of it is to me, but I'm saying they can't get around that, they can't get around Jim Crow. So, man, I'm just saying to black people, because I can go inside places, man, and I can talk to people, and I'm going to get a response because I'm white. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hear things said, and they're going to respond to me differently than they would black people. And I'm just telling you from what I've seen, man, it's like 1, 2, 3. Oh, man, it's up around 20 people now, easy, you know, maybe a little more. And I'd say half of those contested slavery. The other half didn't know about Jim Crow. Even the hardcore motherfuckers that was like was really, you know, let me have a better slavery. Was give me some information, you know, give me the lowdown, give me, you know, catching me up, motherfucking, show me, no, Chris, the slavery, and I let them have that. I let them have that, you know, because that's not what I'm arguing no more, man. There's plenty of people out there, excuse me, I got bad cold. Plenty of people out there arguing that motherfucking shit, right? No, man, I want Jim Crow by itself on its own merit. On its own merit. Fuck slavery on its own merit. And then continue to fight for slavery. And I guarantee you get Jim Crow shit and you get something for that. It's going to be a chunk, man. It's going to help you out a lot. Think about it. And then you continue to fight for slavery. And I think later on, when when white people catch up, you know what I'm saying, there needs to be a campaign, man, where it's pushed out there in the motherfucking mainstream, and you fight for it that way. Don't even mention the slave. Don't even mention slavery. And then let other people mention slavery and fight slavery. And let the people that's doing the slavery don't mention Jim Crow. Separate it, man. Just separate the two. Separate the two. It's two dispensations. It's two different time frames. It's two different ways of life. The way of life that was us. And then when you were turned out and know where to go and know nothing, and that's a whole nother ball game. Fountain Hughes, like I said, Fountain Hughes said, man, it's a wonder I'm alive. But guess what they asked him at the end? Because he didn't know nothing but being a slave until he was free finally. And as rough and hard as it was, he finally made his way up in, he went up north and got a job hauling shit, shoveling shit, man. But hey, it was honest. It was a free man's job. I mean, it was a free man's. You know, he was the job of a free man, and he done that up in I think it was Baltimore, Maryland, up that way somewhere, man. But he went up there and worked this shit, and he made it through. But he said when they asked him, you know, about slavery and all, he said, but everything he went through though, once he understood that hey, what it was to be free, he said, man, they had to kill me to motherfucking make me a slave again. That's what he said. No matter how hard it was and what he went through, he said he almost died. It's when he didn't starve, when he didn't die, man. Till you know he got to where he got to up north and shit. You know how rough it was when they left up out of there and shit with no money, nowhere to go, no nothing. And but he said he would take that all over again 3 times as bad because you'd have to kill him to goddamn it, motherfucking let him go back and to be a slave again. So if they went through that kind of hell and scared him, how bad was slavery, dude? That's where you win that at, man. So you know that's gonna come. It's gonna be later on down the line, man. Some more motherfucking cracker ass, motherfucking peckerwood, racist motherfuckers got to die off. They got to die. They're gonna die, man. And take the seed with them. Because that the motherfuckers my age, but there's a generation below me, man. There's generations below me, man. I'm probably the oldest motherfucker talking like this, that's white. And just like the 2 young fellas I was talking to, I believe another thing, where they had never had a white person, I don't think they felt comfortable with being able to feel that way because of the pressure that's put on by older white people. And as soon as a younger white person wants to feel a certain way, the way they should feel, they're told, oh, that's white guilt, honey. That's white guilt. Oh, don't worry. That's not your, you don't feel guilty about. Man, they should feel that goddamn guilt, man. The guilt they should feel is that you motherfuckers, y'all ain't done nothing to make it right. Not guilt over what happened. That we don't have no control over that. But we have control over what happens now. And that's where the guilt is. Motherfucker, there is any. You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's what it is. But they were able to open up and freely, you know, kind of side with what's right. And not have to worry about somebody calling them some type of name or motherfucking some type of race trailer or something. Because I'm coming at them like no older white dude has ever come at them. Not nobody. Not no 50-year-old white man around this goddamn area ain't talking like I am. I ain't heard see many white people my age any goddamn word talk like me, but maybe I'm the first one. Maybe I'm one of the first ones, and you know, it softens up out there because I wasn't taught to hate him, man. Thank God for my dad, really. I'm truly a piece of shit sometimes, alcoholic sometimes. He was a happy drunk, though. Thank goodness, you know, he was a happy drunk, you know what I'm saying? He liked to gamble and throw his money away and dumb shit like that, but he wasn't very responsible. But, man, on that level, man, you know, and he didn't. And then when he maybe thought he might should have, I don't know, his friends, it's too goddamn late. I'm going to be me, Chris, goddamn it, fucking trying, motherfucker. I just leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm going, yeah. Motherfucker, you know, nobody's gonna bully me to be anyway. Fuck that. This is my lane. I'm gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. But yeah, man. I guess that's enough on this video, man. I hope I cleared up a little bit. I had a few other things I don't know, but yeah, man. I'm gonna talk to some more people maybe this week or something. Let y'all know how it goes and shit, man. Try to get back with those two young cats, see what they did and shit, man. And so that's what it is, man. Been working baseball a little bit. My son says first practice coming up this weekend, so you know it's coming weekend and shit. But everything's all right, man. Hope they find something out, man. Get this vaccine. Hey, for all the people scared of vaccines, what you think about the vaccines now, motherfucker? I bet you get that vaccine now with that goddamn motherfucking new flu shit going around. That corona goddamn light. Nothing light about that motherfucker. Yeah, man. Yeah, keep talking that nonsense. Man, I don't give a fuck about the vaccine. Okay, the vaccinations may be everything you say they are, but guess what? It's the lesser of two evils, man. You know, sometimes you got to give a little. But hey, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one, or the needs of the few, or the needs of the one. You know, so there might be a couple of things where it really has a harmful effect. But as a whole, man, they're very slim to none. And the good it does is man, the good that it does is outnumbers or just outdoes or is just so more important than what little bit of bad or what bad it does. And I feel bad for those families if those things do happen to the few, you know, out of the thousands and thousands and thousands, those few 10 to 20 or 30 people that it gets hit like that. And that's rough. But I mean, it's needed or there's not going to be humanity. I mean, goddamn, that shit can wipe us out completely. So on that level, but anyway, man, I'm rambling this shit, man. I'm fixing to spark up, man, and you know, that's what it is, man. Yeah, for real. Got that good weed again. Homeboy come by. And we talked again too, man. That's the same dude say it's the same dude I was talking about, man, and me and him talking about, you know, slavery and shit. And hey, man, he was talking about slavery shit again, you know. And I'm letting him, like, cool. I agree with you, Robert. I agree, Robert. I really don't agree, but I see your point, Robert. I mean, okay, Robert, you can have that. But the Jim Crow, man, can't get around it, man. Can't get around it. Get that money for that. And then let it help out. And then we'll work for slavery later on, because you're going to get it sooner or later. Got to get something, though, now. And that's where the crime thing, you know, that's the crime. I mean, all of it was a crime. All of it's fucked up. I agree. I believe they should get it from the gate. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't. And white people need to get on board with this because it's going to take, you know, people getting voted in, and politicians ain't going to want to really jump there if they ain't going to get the white vote at all. You know what I'm saying? One of the main reasons I think Bernie pulls back on that shit. Don't vote for Joe Biden, but if he's against Trump, vote for Trump. Man, vote for Jim Biden. I mean, Joe Biden, whatever his name is. I don't know this guy, Obama's boy. You know what I'm saying? But don't vote for fucking God. Please, people, don't vote for Trump. I got a feeling, man, that Biden's going to get in here, man, and get the goddamn nomination. It's going to be another Hillary, man. He can't even beat Trump, man. Bernie can. Bernie can beat him, man. But y'all want to play him out to be a Jew. I'll say this about Bernie is all I know. I know his reparations thing kind of bothers me in some of the things, but he's got some good, man, he's got more good to him than bad. And that's saying something when you're dealing with the fuck faces he's running against and running with, you know what I'm saying, or running, you know what I'm saying, in the campaigns and shit. So, I mean, it's like this. I remember seeing a picture of civil rights, man, and there was some people marching, there was white people marching and all, but there was some motherfucking people, like maybe 9 to 10, maybe 11 black people chained to some bulldozers or chained to something like that, you know what I mean? They were like chained to it, like handcuffed to it and shit. They done themselves that way, and there was one white person amongst all the blacks that were chained. There was white people around, but only one chained up, willing to go to jail, because they all went to jail, I do believe, for chain. You know what I'm saying? And that was a little skinny ass white boy, man, probably in his early 20s, maybe 20 to 22 years old. Yeah, 20 to 22 years old, he looked at me. And guess who that was, man? That was Bernie Sanders, man. That was Bernie Sanders, man. He goddamn it, he the only white dude I seen to do that. I'm sure there was more, but on that little, you know, clip of what I seen was going on, yeah, man, he's the only one. And it was Bernie Sanders, man. You know, so, you know, I know he's got his sorry ass Jew points and shit. But I mean, but at the end of the day, man, he's the best goddamn thing we got running, guys. He's the best goddamn thing we got running. He's going to have programs for y'all instead of reparations. And see, that's not reparations. That's programs for y'all. So y'all can still get y'all's reparations. It's not said to be reparations. See what I'm saying? It's not. So reparations can still be got for Jim Crow or slavery. Because you go Jim Crow, you separate the two, y'all.